Lenovo unveils here in Barcelona on the Mobile World Congress the Moto G5 and G5 Plus. Unfortunately, I could get only these versions here with the security strap, so I really can't tell you much about the haptics or how it's feeling. Nevertheless, I can give you a good first impression, I guess, because let's start with the specifications, and especially this is native Android 7.0, as you can see here, but with a clue, like you know that from Motorola with the Moto app, and there are some advanced features on top of that native Android. For example, new here is the one button nav. If you activate this one, you see that here on the bottom, you don't have that navigation row anymore. And while this one here is just the fingerprint reader if you use it in this configuration, so meaning you do not have this home or whatever feature on that tab. It's just not a mechanical button, but just a sensor here. So you have to use that circle here for home. And that's now completely different when you're here in this mode. First of all, you have the screen size just gross for net. In that case, it's 5.0 and 5.2 inches. And by the way, both displays are full HD, meaning 1080 by 1920 pixels. And here you see that you now have that feature that you can use it as a home button. And there's more, because you can use swipe gestures now. So a swipe to the right equals this task manager here. A swipe to the left equals that back button. So you really don't need that Android navigation anymore at all. And you have the screen size completely, because this one makes 7, 8, 9% of the screen area. So you really have more from your display and have the space over here better usage. Love that idea. But let's come to the specifications. IPS displays, I told you, and the camera on the back side here. This is a 13 megapixels camera with face detection, video recording in full HD, and 5 megapixels on the front. And of course, I will show you also from the 5G Plus on the back side here, that camera. And now the lights are changing. I'm sorry, big show is going on here. I hope you can hear me. Here we have 12 megapixels only, but big ones. First of all, 1.4 micrometers, so very big, and especially you have, like you might know it from the Samsung Galaxy S7, this so-called dual pixel sensor, meaning a lot of pixels are used for face detection, and that's very, very quick. Lenovo is talking about 60% faster autofocus than on the predecessor, the G5 Plus. And you have a aperture here of f1.7, meaning very bright lens, and this is demonstrated here with inside this box. I cannot show you inside, but it's just a motif that's very, very dark. What I can show you is what I took from this this box out of here. You see the box runs around, and it's looking much brighter here, that motif, than inside of the box, meaning even in low light conditions, you will have good results, at least it looks like. And Moto or Lenovo now, the new owner of the Motorola Moto brand, says it's now better for low light conditions. We will see that in the test, in the final review. Like on the small brother, we have on the top here on the front side 5 megapixels camera, and it's the Qualcomm 825 processor. Here it's a Qualcomm 480, meaning octa-core in both cases, but here it's 1.4 gigahertz and here it's 2.0 gigahertz from the clock rate. Let me start the display here once more. And you have a bit different Adreno 505, 506, so a little bit more powerful GPU here. Both do support 4G, and you have Wi-Fi N, including 5 gigahertz, but no Wi-Fi AC. NFC is on board. And like I told you, it's native Android 7.0, so you can use it like you know it from, let's say, Pixel phones or Nexus phones, fingerprint sensor, and that for a price coming in the US starting at round about $199 beginning at March. But that's the small version with 2 gigabyte memory, working memory, RAM, and 16 gigabyte internal memory, expandable with micro SD cards up to officially 128 gigabyte. But there is a bigger one with 3 GB of working memory and 32 GB of memory, maybe 299, but that's just a rough guess. Here on the G5 Plus, I've heard prices of starting at 259. That's a version with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB internal, once more expandable memory. But here you have other versions with 3 GB plus 32 GB, and there is a huge one with 4 GB of working memory and 64 GB internal memory. But it seems like as if they are not more on the Moto Maker, you know, the web shop of Motorola. You can design it still, but it seems at the moment, at least as far as I know here in Barcelona, that you won't be able, if you're in rural region like Germany, my home country here, we have 3 GB and 32 GB only, and you won't get bigger versions or smaller versions in the Moto Maker anymore, in the web shop of Motorola, unfortunately. We will see. Here the German price will be 299 euro, like always including tax, but just to give you a rough guess what roundabout the prices will be. Here it will come about 2 or 3 weeks later than the basic G5, and this will be, let's say, beginning of April. I hope I could help you a little bit for a first impression from the Moto G5 and G5 Plus. Once more in the final picture here from Motorola, a booth in Barcelona from the Mobile World Congress. Thanks for watching, take care and bye.